Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here and welcome to BMTV. I'm in a really good mood this week. I think it's because the sun is shining. It's not been out here for a couple of months, in fact since Christmas really, here in Southampton. We've had the odd day, but yeah, it just feels really nice today, so I'm really happy. Plus, I'm glad to be here in the studio again, filming. I've missed it for the last couple of weeks, so it's good to be talking to you again. There we are. Right, now, seasonal stuff. There's a lot happening in March this year, starting with Mother's Day. That's the 6th of March. Talked about this already. We've only got a week and a bit left. If you do need any more Mother's Day stuff, get it now because we're not ordering any more in. What we've got is what we've got. Go onto the website, click the banner, and that'll take you to everything. But I've brought a couple of bubbles up and the orbs, balloons, some latex, and a foil just to remind me to talk about Mother's Day, really. And then 11 days after that, yep, we've got St. Patrick's Day on the 17th of March. And we'll start with this little fella. This is our sitting leprechaun, and he is a cousin of the sitting elf that we experienced at Christmas. He's really cool. And I've got a few other balloons here. We've got a Kiss Me I'm Irish balloon from Botalic, which is new to us. We've got Happy St. Patrick's Day, which I think is from Anagram, which I think is a really modern design with the dots and things around it. Quite unusual, quite nice. Irish flag. Beer mug with green beer, and I've got some latex and another shape there from Botalic. Did you know in Chicago on St. Patrick's Day they dye the river green in Chicago? It's crazy. I've been there once for it, and yeah, it's an amazing experience to see a green river. So there we are. After that, 11 days after that, so we've got the 6th of March, then we've got the 17th of March, then we've got 10 days, 27th of March, we have Easter. Now, I brought a couple of things up. We've got our sitting Easter bunny. I also brought these up, and these are party bags. These are Easter party bags. They're cellophane, and they're clear with an Easter egg design on them, and they come with ties. So you can put Easter eggs or sweets or whatever you want in there and do Easter egg hunts, or people are filling them with Easter eggs or something else and selling them as a gift, an ensemble, if you will. So a gift that's a bag of sweets, of Easter eggs and a balloon, and it's a bit of a package deal. Right now, has anybody seen on Facebook, talking of Easter and eggs, have you seen the thing going around Facebook that is a Scotch egg, but it's not. It's a chocolate Scotch egg. It's amazing. Oh, my diet isn't going too well the day one of those comes into the office. It is a Cadbury cream egg that is then surrounded somehow in chocolate cake. That chocolate cake is then rolled. It's sort of a big ball rolled in chocolate, and then it's rolled again in bits of flake. Oh, it just looks amazing. If anybody makes one of those, please send me one. I really want one. And the diet can go out the window that day. Anyway, look amazing. Now, talking of sweets and stuff like that, have you seen these? So if you watch the show of us going to the Spring Fair, and I spoke to Annie Escalera on the North Star stand, and she showed us these. Now, these are the 16-inch numbers. Very popular. We do them in the silver, the gold, and the other colour, and they've been really popular this last year. These are new. These are the sprinkles ones, so it looks like sprinkles that you put on cakes. Now, you can't tell from the picture on here, but Annie did show us, so I'm going to show you. These were actually inspired by donuts. So you have, these come with a balloon and they come with a straw to inflate them, but they're inspired by donuts because on the top you have this design. This is the sprinkles design, but on the bottom you have this donut coloured design. So what I'm going to do, hadn't planned on doing this, I'm going to try and inflate this and not look too silly. I hope it works. So I'm trying to get the straw into the valve, which is pretty simple. At least it would be if you're not on camera. Simple as that. So you can see that's one side, and then that's the donutty side. So inspired by donuts. I don't think we've ever had a balloon that's inspired by donuts before. These have got tabs, so you can tie those up and hang them, a bit like we've got this one that I'll come to in a second, hanging up. Or Rachel suggested that if you get a balloon stick and you tie this to the balloon stick and then cut the balloon stick so it's a bit shorter, you can use it as a cake topper, quite a big cake topper. So I thought that was quite impressive. Anyway, so we've got those in now as well. Now the other things from North Star are the script balloons. Here's one of them, the one that says yay. And this one behind me, as you can see, says 1. There is also a love that's on its way in a sort of rose gold one. You would have seen that on the Spring Fair show as well. One thing I would say about these is the little tabs. I've just hung these up with fishing line, but the little tabs to hang them up. There is a bit of foil in the center of the hole, and you just have to pop that out. Now I popped that out earlier on, and it was stuck a little bit like this bit is stuck here now. And so I just thought, oh, I'll just pull that off, it'll just come off. It didn't. It actually tore the tab down into the balloon, and the balloon burst. So be very careful with that. I'd recommend you don't actually pull the little circle that's on the inside of the tab out altogether. The other thing, with you've got the neck hanging down, all you need, tiny little bit of balloon bond, stick that on there. I'm not going to do it. And then you could just put that up there like that, and it just makes it much neater and tidier for you. But great balloons. People are using these apparently for decoration, not decoration of parties, but decoration of their homes in the States. Have a look on Pinterest or Instagram and have a look and see how people are using those. Right, now that's all the products I want to talk to you about, but the one thing I wanted to talk to you about now was time. Yes, time. I want to give you the gift of time. There's two things that I'm going to give you for free. One is Trello. Now, Trello is a new app that we've started using. I watched a video, it was on YouTube or Facebook or something, and a guy talked about Trello, and now I'm talking to you about it. It is a list making app. So it's on your computer, it's on your phone, you add things to lists, you can move things from one list to another list. So to give you an idea, in my list I've got the big to-do list, I've got the little tasks to-do list, I've got the completed list, the with other people list. You can have as many lists as you like, you can share lists with teams. So anyway, it's changed my life. I've tried Outlook, I've tried diaries, I've tried scraps of paper on my desk, I've tried all sorts of things. Trello just seems to work far better for me, so it might work for you. So there you go, a little free of charge tip there. Head over to, I think it's Trello.com. If you just type Trello into Google, I'm sure you'll find it. Amazing free app, so go and have a look at that. And the other thing I wanted to tell you about, I have mentioned it before, but you might not have seen me mention it before, is if you order from us on a regular basis, and there's lots of items you use on a regular basis, then you can go to reorder items. So just go up to the top where your account is and your login, click on that or tap that if you're on your phone, and you'll see reorder items. Click on that and then you'll see your previous orders. Just to click on or tick the boxes of things that you want to order again, and then just with a click of one button you can add all those to your basket at once. So what might take you an hour to buy on the website, going all over the place and entering the SKU into the search bar or anything like that, you can just add them all to the basket. So that might take you an hour, and then this takes you 10 minutes. Oh, I'm giving you the gift of 50 minutes. Possibly. So it's just really about being efficient. The more efficient we can be, the more time you can spend on really important things. Right, next week we have another visitor. His name is Roger. He's coming from Amscan, and he's going to introduce us to the 260A balloons, and he's going to show us how to make something so out of 260A modeling balloons. So if you're interested in learning how to make something that is quite funky, then tune in next week. Right, I hope you have an amazing week. I hope the sun continues to shine. I will see you next week. Bye.
This is a 160A.
Yeah.
And that joins our 260As, and then coming also in May, our 360As.
All right, you've got 360s coming in as well. Fantastic.
I'm told there's soft, strong and long, but apparently someone else has used that.
I know, so I've heard. Yeah. Hi, so here we are on the Pioneer Qualitex stand, and we are absolutely privileged to be joined by Ted and Betty Flamis. Ted and Betty are the leaders, the inspiration, the passion behind Pioneer and the Qualitex brand.
Lots and lots of passion.
So thank you guys for joining us.